Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. As you can see, Kisumu is also fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, Didmus Barasa, of all the people, a man considered to be a close associate of William Samoei Arap Ruto, a man considered to be a major shareholder in UDA party, today announced his intention to ditch UDA party for Ford Kenya. So in this video, I want to try and explain to you guys why Didmus Barasa is actually making that move. Didmus Barasa attended the funeral service of Ford Kenya chairperson for Webuye East. This is what he posted. I just wanted to pay very close attention because it's important. Attended the burial ceremony of the late Alfred Namisiko Nakitare. Until his demise, the late was the Ford Kenya chairperson of Webuye East constituency. Also present was Speaker Moses Masika Wetangula, David Wafula Wakoli, Senator Bungoma County, Honorable Catherine Wambelianga, Bungoma County MP, MPs Dr. John Chikati Tongaren, Martin Pepela, Webuye East, John Makali Kandoi, amongst others. May his soul rest in peace. And if you look at this event, the pictures and everything, they were actually branded Ford Kenya, which means this guy must have been a real diehard of Ford Kenya. Even Moses Masika Wetangula came in Ford Kenya attire. Probably that also set the pace for Didmus Barasa to make that move. But for those who've been keenly following the moves of Didmus Barasa, you will agree that Didmus Barasa has actually set his eyes on the Bungoma gubernatorial seat. And it is also clear that Didmus Barasa is eyeing the Ford Kenya ticket because Ford Kenya is the dominant party. But very few Kenyans had actually expected Didmus Barasa to ditch UDA party. Remember, during the last election, Bungoma was clearly a Ford Kenya zone. And even in 2017. But he went against the grain and still succeeded against all odds. And personally, when William Ruto became the president of the Republic of Kenya, one of the few people I expected to play a huge role in that government from Luhya Nation was number one, Boni Halwale, and number two, Didmus Barasa. Of course, the two might, in my view, even Boni Halwale might actually leave UDA party. But let us wait and see. So in this video, I want to try and explain why Didmus Barasa is making that move. But before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive into. Why do you think Didmus Barasa is ditching UDA party?
Speaker Omwana ino kokenda nai kokuja kumreceive kirasmi maana mulola kumusumbukulimu namaze mbona muriyo anyala alinda basie baba ula kureceive kirasmi.
Mimi kama mjumbe wa Kimilili ndi tayari kuongoza ba MCA befwe boss bamirambya mabindi tofauti bya DAP na bilimo bino, ndi tayari kubaongoza ili kubaende ceremony ile rasmi efa kuingilia msiama sia Ford Kenya kirasmi kuingira makale, lakini kuingilia mo kirasmi ili fuyesi na kuroma. Nyinyi mmesikia mimi nataka kuwa bishop ya Bungoma? Hiyo kazi naweza ama siwezi? Sinaweza kuwa bishop? Alafu niingie kwa chama ya Ford Kenya, si ndio? Ndio tusukume kwenda mbele. Mnakubali tufanye kazi hiyo?
Bandu basi lukendo nilo hukendile luno selulwa setawe lulilwe fresh Papa Didmus endelea hupiri mara mena huicha cha green. Okay, as a green commando.
Every community in Kenya have their own interests. The custodian of the interests of the people of Bungoma is Moses Masika Wetangula, and there is nobody in this county of Bungoma who will allow juvenile young men bakolele papo Roma siyenyameno. Mungu mwenyewe alipanga kwamba yule ambaye ataenda mbele juu yetu sisi wote Akuwe namba 3 Kenya mzima ni wewe Moses Wetangula. Kuna watu ambao walikuwa wanapanga kuzima ndoto yako. Kama haingekuwa wananchi wa Bungoma hawa, sisi kaunti ya Bungoma kwa mambo ya masuala ya kitaifa tungekuwa tumekosa network.
For Kenya. Because remember, UDA party is actually the ruling party. Very few people would ditch a ruling party for a party that is not ruling. Didmus Barasa is making that move because of the following reasons. Number one is William Ruto's preference for Cleophas Malala. The truth of the matter is that Boni Alwale, Didmus Barasa, and a few leaders from Luhya Nation actually stood with William Ruto at a time when very few leaders from the Luhya Nation were actually willing to jump ship. Because during that time, Western Kenya was purely NASA's stronghold. Just to be fair, it was NASA until the time when Weta and Mudavadi moved to join William Ruto. During that time, Boni Alwale, Barasa were the only men standing. Then after the election, which they delivered the presidency, then Ruto is now working with Malala.
I want to tell him that his political miscalculations in Kakamega at that time cannot work this time around in Bungoma. Bungoma is a proud county. The people of Bungoma are very unforgiving to individuals who show them madarau. They are very unforgiving to people who want to bulldoze them. That is the original land of Baheba. He can consult his elders who can define for him the meaning of the word Baheba. That is basically what we are saying. I want to make a summary. My summary is this. I call upon the National Executive Council of UDA to dismiss one Cleophas Wahungu Malala, who is the acting Secretary General of UDA, because Malala has been hired by ODM, Malala has been hired by Raila Odinga and his cabals to wreck our coalition from within. He has continued to disrespect Moses Masika Wetangula. He has continued to disrespect Prime Cabinet Secretary Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi. He has yesterday convened a meeting in Bungoma and they incited the people of Bungoma against Wetangula. He held a meeting in Vihiga and they incited the people of Vihiga against Musalia Mudavadi. He held a meeting in Mount Elgon in a few days ago and continued with his instructions from ODM to incite the people of Western Kenya against their leaders.
And I want to try and advise them that one thing they need to figure out is why Ruto prefers Malala. In my considered opinion, Ruto prefers Malala because Malala also delivered for Ruto. They might not have known, but nowadays I'm convinced that Malala was actually William Ruto's mole in NASA during that time. That is the honest truth. He was William Ruto's mole. And that's why when he had issues with Rashid Echesa during those times, Rashid Echesa used to remind him how Ruto bought for him a house. Do you think Ruto would just have decided to construct a house for Malala just because Malala was an MC somewhere? The truth is, Malala is the one who delivered Mudavadi.
Nikaintroduce Cleophas kwa deputy president. Cleophas akaambia deputy president, challenge ako nayo, hana nyumba.
Hana nyumba.
Anaishi kwa rental house. Deputy president akamwambia, there's no problem. Wewe ongea na Rashid, wacha niangalie maneno kidogo, nitatuma Rashid. Deputy president called me after a month.
Baada ya mwezi mmoja.
Akaniambia, kijana yako huyu alikuwa anajenga nyumba. Alikuwa anasema hana nyumba. What do we do? Does he have a land? Nikamwambia ako na shamba. Deputy President William Ruto alinipatia 3 million Kenya shillings.
3 million?
Yes. Nikaenda nikapatia Malala. Malala akaanza kujenga nyumba yake pale Milimani.
Milimani kule Kakamega.
Akajenga nyumba, kufika sijui kwa roofing, akasema pesa imeisha. Akatumia Deputy President message. Deputy President akaniuliza, kwani mlikuwa mnajenga nini? Nikamwambia nikagorofa namna hii jamaa anajaribu kujenga. Akaniita tena akanipatia 2.5 million.
2.5?
Yes. Na mimi nataka Cleophas aseme ni uongo.
To Ruto. He's the one who probably, after delivering Mudavadi, used Mudavadi to convince Weta to also support Ruto. Without those two moves, I am sure William Ruto would not be the president of the Republic of Kenya. Probably that explains why Ruto prefers Malala. But that is affecting UDA party in the Luhya Nation. Because the UDA founding members in Luhya Nation, people like Boni Alwale, people like Didmus Barasa, are definitely going to leave. I just want you guys to mark this video. It's just a matter of time. Boni Alwale might also dump UDA party for either ANC party or Ford Kenya, because politics is about interest. If UDA will not be serving his interest, he will ditch it. Number two, I also tend to think that it has to do with the political reality on the ground. And the political reality on the ground is that UDA has lost its mojo on the ground. In Bungoma, where Didmus Barasa comes from, the truth is Ford Kenya is the dominant party. And that's why when Ford Kenya left Azimio, for that matter, Azimio found it very rough in Bungoma. In fact, if Bungoma had stayed on Raila Odinga's side, probably Raila Odinga would have been the president of the Republic of Kenya. So I tend to think that Didmus Barasa is trying to listen to what the ground is saying. He's been lucky twice, winning through UDA. Can he be lucky for the third time by winning now the bigger seat? Because that's what is currently eyeing. Can he win that bigger seat, the Bungoma gubernatorial seat, with the UDA party? It's not going to be possible. So that is why he has to make that move. And he's making it early enough so that Ford Kenya can start grooming him as the preferred gubernatorial candidate. And I can assure you, if he can position himself, I see Didmus Barasa becoming the next governor for Bungoma. And for me, that would be more important for him, politically speaking, than sticking with the UDA party. Then probably he's going to lose. Number three, why he's doing this is because if you look at the way Ruto is running UDA affairs in the Luhya Nation, it is clear that William Ruto is now crafting a new team for the Luhya Nation. In Bungoma, he's using Malala to bring on board the former governor for Bungoma, Wangamati. That's important because if Wangamati is coming to Ford Kenya, definitely is going to be given preference because there's a strong belief in William Ruto's camp that Wangamati came close to even winning from outside Ford Kenya, and therefore, if he's in UDA party with the support of the deep state, he can easily win. So clearly, even in Kakamega, the reason why Boni Alwale is making noise is because Ruto is crafting a new team. He's using Malala to craft a new team, identifying strong ODM members, strong Ford Kenya members, and then asking them to join his side. That is not sitting well with Barasa and others. Number three, there is also this story of Kenya Kwanza merger. You know, Malala is pushing it. But because of the political interest of Musalia Mudavadi, the political interest of Moses Masika Wetangula, it is clear that the two are against that merger. And because the two command serious following in the Luhya Nation than William Ruto, it means Barasa has to also try to use that advantage. He must be seen to be the one supporting Weta against Malala. And that's why he's been vocal in attacking Malala over the issue of the merger. And lastly, I also tend to think it has everything to do with UDA party elections. UDA is supposed to conduct party elections soon. The truth of the matter is that if those party elections are conducted today, that is the truth. If they are conducted today, people like Barasa are going to lose out. And if they were to lose out during the party elections, then chances are that they are going to have no control over the party. So that will disadvantage them, especially if you want to run for a gubernatorial seat. The truth is, Malala will ensure that people like Wangamati and the camp will go through. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.